What's good, my people, man? Flash Speaks back. No, it's been a while. Another video, but we got to talk tonight. We got a whole lot of things going on all over the place. Hot topics, like hot takes, all over the place. We got the Philadelphia Eagles tomorrow night against the LA Rams, and I got to talk about it. I know right now the Philadelphia Eagles are flying high. 6-game winning streak. Just took down the one threat that we saw in the division. The Washington Commanders, who had the lead of our division pretty much all year, just took them down. After the hardships that started in the beginning of the year, all the concerns about Jalen Hurts turning the ball over, all the concerns about Nick Sirianni and his idiocy and all of his being aggressive sometimes, not being aggressive other times, his dumb statements, him going at it with the fans. Y'all know the story. Through all of that, the Philadelphia Eagles have what? Now, we're the talk of the nation. One of the talk of the nations. This week, ESPN, Fox Sports, all the channels that everybody watch. They've been doing what? Putting the Eagles up there now. Stephen A. Smith got us in his top 5, 5th, whatever. But in all of the talk shows, the Colin Cowherds, the Speak for Yourselves, the Facility, all of them are saying right now the NFC is a 2-team race between the Philadelphia Eagles and your Detroit Lions. This is what's being said now. It's the Eagles and the Lions. Is that really the case? The Lions, people are saying out there, blowing people out. Lions ain't playing no games with nobody. Putting 50 on people, 40-something on dollars. The Lions got a 2-headed monster running back. Jared Goff, who, besides Jalen Hurts and Matthew Stafford, is the only quarterback in the NFC, well, Purdy, who's made it to a Super Bowl. Right? So who has the better quarterback out of the two teams? What about the defense? Yeah. Not only has the Eagles been praised for their offense, but the defense right now is being praised a lot. You got the likes of some of the national people, the likes of Mina Kimes, who was never a big Eagles supporter in the past, now making the Eagles the topics of a show. The defense led by Nakobe Dean, Jalen Carter, Quinyon Mitchell. Now you have discussions all over the place now. What is the key to the Eagles defense being the number one defense? We're going to talk about that tonight, and for sure, we're going to bring on my man too. We're going to talk about it. We're going to have these conversations about that. Then we're going to talk about the Philadelphia 76ers. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. We're going to definitely go in on that game. Let me bring him on, man. We're going to bring Ed right now. Our good brother Solo Will. You know what I mean? So we can get this kicking tonight, man. So look, man. I've been talking to you earlier. You know the conversations we have had. And you have told me that this is a game you're not worried about. Is that the case, sir? You feel we're going to just go over there and steamroll the Rams? And if so, I want you to explain to me how this is going to happen. Or should I give you my concerns first and then you break down to me why I shouldn't be concerned? Which way you want to do?
I was more worried about Washington than I am the Rams. Because Washington, them division rivals always, they kind of like, weird. They always come out weird. And my defense is so good, I couldn't believe how good they played against Washington. And that lets me know that this defense is legit. And if the defense is legit like I think they are, then I'm not worried about the Rams. Because we beat them 2 years ago when the defense wasn't like this. You know what I mean? And now that the defense is like this and we lights out, I'm not. And Stafford not going to run around. He's stationary. So that's another thing. If he was like a quarterback like Josh Allen that can run, yeah, I'd be kind of nervous. But I'm not. I'm not worried about that. I'm really. I think
You
we're
ain't
going to
worried.
beat them 31-17. 31-17.
31-17.
Now, yes, 31-17.
I've been hearing that a little bit too, man. Some of the content creators out there saying it's going to be a blowout and all that kind of stuff. Listen, I'm going to tell you why I'm a little bit worried, man. Okay. First of all, like you said, we just coming off a division game against Washington. So we just put them down. We number one now. Ever since we've been number one, listen, man. All I've been hearing everywhere is that it's a 2-team race between us and the Lions. San Francisco done fell off. Dallas, we already know they're in the dumpster fire. They're dumpster fire in the dumpsters, ready to be taken out to the trash and took them back to the facility and all of that. Why Dallas is done. The NFC North, you got Green Bay. We don't beat them, but people, so pretty much right now what's happening is we being put to the forefront. Now, this is my concern. For my quarterback, who's Mr. Locked In, Mr. Jalen Hurts, the most disrespected quarterback in the National Football League, him I'm not worried about because I already know he knows how to block out distractions. That's his MO. I'm not worried about A.J. Brown. I think he locked in, and I think he loves these types of situations. We done seen these men perform in the Super Bowl. But a key component, Devontae Smith, will not play tomorrow night. That's one little thing. Saquon will be there. Got you. Offense, I'm not really worried about. My defense, though, bro. We have, like, the youngest defense in the league. I think it's the second youngest to I forgot which team it was that has the absolute youngest defense, but we like the second youngest defense in the league. We counting on these young guys to stay locked in and focused. You know the guy I'm actually concerned about? Because I don't know him yet. I don't know. This might not be a thing for him at all. But I'm a little bit concerned about Quinyon, bro. I'm a little bit concerned about Quinyon. Only because, number one, first of all, his season been too damn. So my man, Mr. R said the Rams have the youngest defense. Okay, thanks for that. That's what's up. So y'all might actually be the ones I need to worry about. But anyway, Quinyon, is it possible that he's really this damn good? It don't scare you at all. He's so damn good, it's scary because it's like he's still a rookie. I get the attributes and everything, but he's still a rookie. At some point, man, that wake up, this is the NFL moment got to come. Don't it? At some point, don't he got to run
I felt
into
that way going to the last game. I thought Terry was going, test him.
You thought it would be scary,
But at the last game, you know what? I can't worry no more. He is what he is.
See, the guy I was scared of was Jamar Chase. That was the guy I was afraid of. And, like, that wasn't the issue. It's not making any sense to me. I got this feeling that at some point he got to have the game that where he don't look good. I don't know. If he continue to play like this, bro, we gotta put him in some serious conversations with some serious corners. For real. Like, because even Deion Sanders, the great Deion Sanders, he used to have trouble, especially in that rookie year. He used to have trouble with Sterling Sharp. He used to have trouble with that guy. I remember that. That's Deion Sanders we talking about. With Chad Bailey, he's always had trouble with Chad Johnson. So it happens with all corners. It got to be somebody that Quinyon's going to have some trouble with, man. It don't make no sense. And I got this fear that game might be tomorrow night. because it's not like Hungry Dog. Look at what we got here. Hungry Dog Sports. You have a lot to say. Pull up. Let's argue. Ha 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 ha.
I'm talking to the Rams fan in the comments. He's a Rams fan, so he got a lot to say.
Yeah. Hey, you want me? Would you want us to drop the link, homie? You drop the link. You can pull it. You can come up on. You
He
come
got
up
a
on.
Rams fan. Pull up. We talk about it. You know what I mean?
Let me drop this link. I ain't even gonna. I ain't gonna ask a lot of credit. We're just gonna drop it. That's all.
He said his defense line to stop 5. I'm trying to figure out how is that possible without Aaron Donald. Now that can be possible, but I'm just trying to wow, that's a serious statement.
They top 5.
That's what he said in the comments. The top 5 without Aaron Donald. So I'm trying to figure that out.
Okay. Yeah, anybody want to pull up, man? You can just hit that link. You just hit that link. It ain't about nothing. It ain't about nothing, man. We're gonna let this thing build up. A lot of people don't even know I'm going live. I didn't pre-tape.
Now I do believe that Matt Stafford gonna be the best quarterback we played all year, other than Burrow. Yeah, I mean, I do believe that.
Well, what I'm looking at right here, the Rams in total defense, y'all looking like I'm seeing 23. That's what I'm seeing as far as total defense, right? And you know where the Eagles at come to total defense? I'm seeing number 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
On as far as like ESPN and Fox and these types of things. So I don't think we win. Okay. I don't think y'all win.
He said they got the youngest defense. I don't even know who the defense is.
No, they got a nice pass rusher. Him and Quinyon are the ones that are closest competing for like defensive rookie of the year. Yeah, they got a young pass rusher. I think he got like 4.5 sacks, maybe 5, right? What's his name? He got a thorough name too. Something. I forgot their pass rusher's name, man. But right now they're both in the conversation. What Quinyon need to do is grab about 4 picks, and I think he can lock up that rookie defensive player of the year. Oh, you got 2 rookies with 4+ sacks. Okay. You said your D-line top 5. I hope you know our offensive line is like top 1. So that's why I'm not really worried about that too much. We rarely have games where like a defensive line has dominated us. I don't care if it's Myles Garrett. It don't matter if it's like Micah Parsons. It don't matter if it's TJ Watt. All those dudes, Bosa's, whichever one, Joey or Nick. Like
And
Lane
by the
Johnson,
way,
it's all the same. To Lane Johnson, all that shit the same. He's gonna take your ass. He's gonna drill your ass into the ground. This is all the same. To Lane Johnson. And then Mailata is not chopped liver either. You might be able to get past Mailata's, a couple little joints. But most of the joints, he's going to pancake your ass. So, really,
he said his linebackers are butt cheeks. So that don't bode well against Saquon. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
we got the top rush.
Your defense against the run. Y'all need to be good against the run. I am seeing the Rams at 18th against the run, giving up 127 yards a game. Eagles are 7th against the run, giving up just under 100 yards, 99.9 yards a game. Really, they look bad because earlier in the year we were giving up more rushing yards, but it's been getting tightened up. But the one thing I'm saying, and this is my thing, I believe we got the best defensive coordinator in the league. Debate me, anybody. Vic Fangio is the best defensive coordinator in the league. Because I'm just watching what he does, and I'm just like, damn. And I'm very critical of defensive coordinators. And normally I don't like guys like him who don't make blitzing a major part of what they do. but he mixes it right. A good mix of blitzing and coverage. So he should be defensive like coordinator of the year.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. I don't know about this one right here. See, I watched AD Aaron Donald his entire career. This line is better than any of them he was on. What? Well, anyway, we used to block the shit out of Aaron Donald. Like, I got a footage of Aaron Donald talking about Jason Kelsey. Like, and they just wouldn't let Aaron Donald do anything. And the boy we got now, he's just as good as Jason Kelsey, Cam Jurgens. See,
Yeah, they already got him on camera pancaking guys.
oh, I'm glad.
Saquon for
McVay struggles against Fangio's system, and I was hoping we would bring this up. Yeah. This is one of the things that were talked about this week. You saw me and the Coms talking about it. What's the other guy? Dominic Foxworthy were talking about it. And there's a few things I want to talk about when it comes to the Eagles, man. Back in what year was that? When was that 2018 or 2019? It was 2018 when the Rams made it to the Super Bowl, right? It's 2018. And earlier in that year, Vic Fangio, who was the defensive coordinator of the Bears, had the Rams struggling like hell, you know. And the Rams were just looking horrible in that game against the Bears earlier that year. And then but they ignored it in 2018. And going about business as usual until they made it to the Super Bowl and went up against Bill Belichick, who at the time I thought put together a masterpiece defensive, effort against the Rams. And Jared Goff made Jared Goff look like garbage and basically ran the ball to beat the Rams. So he used ball control and he used the system that we were going to talk about. Lo and behold, it was Vic Fangio's same scheme that he used to beat them. Bill Belichick used that in the Super Bowl. It wasn't even his own scheme. See, Bill Belichick is like a chameleon. He's gonna do whatever you're not good at. That's why I tell people it's not about schemes and systems. It's about the damn defensive coordinator. It's about the general. That's what it's about. Ain't about the scheme because Vic Fangio right here, this scheme is way different from a lot of other schemes he ran. When he was in Denver and he made Cam look like how he had Jaden Daniels looking at last week. When he did that, that's Fangio doing that. Because we've seen his disciples. We've seen Jonathan Gannon. He's Cheeks. We've seen Sean Desai, who's Cheeks as well. Like these guys try to do Fangio, but it's more than just the system. You got to have that guy who knows what the hell he's doing. You got anything on that?
Oh, you did good on that. I mean,
Yeah,
I do like the fact
mm-hmm.
Fangio and him got history. I like that fact. You know what I'm saying?
Sean McVay had to redo his whole offense, and he had to expand it because it was like the rest of the NFL started using Fangio's schemes against him, and he damn near was about to be out of work. He thought the NFL caught up to him. The league caught up to him. That's crazy.
I think a good defensive coordinator, he has to have the stigma of confusing quarterbacks. You know what I mean? You can't be a good defensive coordinator if you don't confuse quarterbacks. And Sean Desai and again never confuse good quarterbacks. Never. Like Gannon beat 20 quarterbacks, but he got destroyed by the Mahomes and the quarterbacks like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Gannon was trash. Remember with Derek Carr, you ain't even got to be Patrick Mahomes. What Derek Carr did to that dude, oh my God. Derek Carr was like damn 90% pass. Remember, it was like all these quarterbacks were like 70% or more against this dude.
Yeah, we had quarterbacks that were 80% balls on this. Like,
Yeah,
you can't win it and complete 80% of your passes.
yeah. If you allow an 80%, then the quarterback to complete 80% of their balls, hell no. And the brother said Brandon Staley was also a disciple. Okay. Yeah, a lot of Angio. That's the thing I like. I like those coaches, man, that are innovators, that do stuff that the other coaches in the league start to copy. Those are the guys, man. We finally got one of them dudes. You know, that was like last dude we had like that was really Buddy Ryan. You know, he was an innovator. He created his own defensive scheme. I'm the dudes I like, bro. And I tell you about his best coordinator in the league. And I like Spags, but Spags just real crazy aggressive. I like him though. I like the Fangio. He can beat you aggressive, or he can beat you. He can beat you different ways. Stafford ain't golf though. He can read coverages, but oh no, Stafford is better than golf. No doubt about it. Yeah. But what you call it? He better have everything available for Stafford. The only time I seen Fangio look bad was for one drive with Kirk Cousins, and I don't know. I just feel something funny about that John. It was uncharacteristic. I'm gonna just put it that way. Like I think he could have stopped that nigga if he really wanted to. But I think what happened though. Remember after that game against the Falcons, right? The next day, Rex Ryan went off on Fangio, man. He went crazy. He went ballistic on him. And I don't know. I think he heard that, John. See, he definitely don't want to look bad in front of dudes like that. You know what I mean? Other defensive coordinators. I mean, Rex Ryan's he's like Vic Fangio is a much better defensive coordinator than this. I can't believe he let that. He went in on him. Rex Ryan looking at that job, man, he's easy as shit to stop. What the hell are you doing, man? That was crazy.
Well, I think the team was trying to, put the defense together. I think that's why we get better and better every week.
Oh yeah, we got way better now. Plus you inserted Cooper DeJean, instead of Maddox. That's a big time help. Well,
so let me ask you, what's the over and under on catches for Cooper Kupp and Puka?
I mean, was the official?
I'm asking you, like, what you think the over and under is of catches in the game for? You think they're gonna catch over 5?
I don't know. I know we could look up the actual numbers, but see, to me, it all depends, man, who's on him and all that. That's why it's hard for me to answer. If they got Slay on him, shit, he might catch 8 balls with Slay ass. You know what I mean? This Quinyon, I don't know. He might catch about 3. This Cooper, maybe 4 or 5. It just depends.
I think the Rams going to come out going across the middle with those slants. I think we gotta be prepared for that because I think he's gonna go quick.
Better watch out for that bull bone. Damn, you want to do a bunch of slants. Watch out for him and the Kobe. They take that type of shit. We're gonna see, but that's the one thing I love about the defense. We're much better around, in the middle of the field. I remember before, man, that middle was sweet. Remember that last year?
Yeah.
You would tear that middle of the field up, bro. Now
we're not sweet right now.
Yeah. Yep. Well,
What's the Rams game? What's the Rams running game like? What they had in the running game far as the Rams rushing the ball?
1 second.
One thing about the Rams this year that they up and down. One year they look like juggernauts. Then another game they just look like they can't do anything.
Yeah.
They roll like, yeah.
All right, so I don't like that John. I like the Fox John. The ESPN John be too just complicated looking, retarded. All right, so the Rams are on total offense. The Rams are 17th. They have 336 yards. Passing offense, they are 7th, 240. And in rushing offense, the Rams are damn, they 26 in rushing. Golly. Yeah, we gonna tear these dudes up, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Unless they just gonna pass all over. I don't see how. But this is what I'm gonna do.
To get up to the pass, we're gonna have to stop their running game. I mean,
yeah,
because I think they can pass.
Yep. This we gonna do real quick.
CPAP is incredibly difficult.
Excuse me, bunch of nonsense, man.
Eagles travel across the country to battle the Rams in Los Angeles. Will Philly extend their winning streak to 7 games?
I really like Philly. Their offensive line is tremendous. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. Don't forget Saquon Barkley. I mean, how can you forget him? He rushed for over 100 yards a game, catches like 7 or 8 balls a game, jumps over people backwards. I mean, this dude's ridiculous. My holdup is Jalen Hurts. You watch the game and you go back and you see the highlights. It's like he doesn't do anything crazy or special, and he's 18 of 30 for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's like, how does this happen? And he rushes for 2 touchdowns a game with the tush push. They obviously have this figured out on offense. They have a formula. I think Kellen Moore's doing an awesome job getting all these guys to football and putting together schemes up front that, Saquon week to week is just running through open holes. Like, it's just awesome. Like, I don't see like these big time throws or great reads or awesome third down conversions. Just like Jalen just kind of figures it out and relies on everyone around them. They've won 6 in a row. Like, I think they probably win again against the Rams. I mean, the Rams are solid. They could totally come in there and win, but at the same time, Philly is sound up front. Their defense is playing a lot better, and as long as Jalen Hurts doesn't mess it up too bad, they find ways to win. Jerry,
did you hear that? You there?
Yeah, well, I have moved my mic. I can hear you. I heard that.
Okay.
I heard that. He said a lot of nothing. That's the crazy part. A lot of nothing. Because he said Jalen Hurts is relying on the people around him. He's a quarterback. He's supposed to. He relied on the guy to get open. He relied on the offensive line to block for him. Of course he's relying on him. He's a quarterback. He's supposed to.
He said that. But let's look at what he said. He said, I don't see any crazy long throws, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any crazy throws. I don't see any good reads. He said, I don't see any crazy throws. I don't see any good reads. I don't see any impressive third down conversions. But somehow he's 18 of 30 for 200-something yards, and he rushed for 2 touchdowns. He passed for 2 touchdowns and ran for 2. I'm just trying, does that make sense to you? All right, I didn't see any good throws, but he's 2 pass touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. Wow.
If you look at Jalen Hurts' stats, right, coming into the game, he got like 11 pass plays of over 20 yards, which is almost tops in the league. You understand what I'm saying? He dropped
What does it
down,
rank?
but he said he don't like.
What does it rank at?
Huh?
The long throws. Where does it rank at? Do you know
Long
exactly?
throws is like it was the top three. It was top three in the league. I'm not sure
Top three.
exactly, but I
Top
remember when he
three.
came into the, he was top three. Because Saquon is the top. He's like the number one rushing back with over 20 yards carries more in the league. He got like 10 of them. So it's like our offense is a big play offense in general. It just is. Jalen Hurts been dropping bombs all year long for him and Saquon and AJ.
But this is what I gotta say, right? Mr. Colt McCoy, I can tell that your whole criticism is completely rooted and based on hate and not based on any facts. I can say this from being an Eagles fan and watching Jalen Hurts from the first time he's ever taken a snap with the Philadelphia Eagles as a starter, and I believe it was around week 10 or 11 against Green Bay during Carson Wentz's last season. I've watched every single game since then to now. The issue with Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles offense is after the 2022 year season, where the Philadelphia Eagles pretty much won what do we want? 13, 14 games, got to the Super Bowl, where the offense pretty much outperformed Andy Reid's offense for the most part, if not for a defense that would have given up six damn basically the Chiefs were able to score every single possession. If not for that, the Philadelphia Eagles should have won. Now, the problem was after this particular season, the Philadelphia Eagles had struggled a little bit more because they were first, I believe, in week 1 exposed by Bill Belichick and then also by Brian Flores in week 2. Every other team since then had tried to implement a strategy which stopped the Eagles offense, which was not hard to do because, number one, the Philadelphia Eagles offense was predicated on big plays, right? So that was what the offense was predicated on. Teams started to roll the defense and taking away the big play and forcing Jalen Hurts to beat them with dink and dunk plays down the field, which aren't things he's unable to do. Ike Reese, which is stupid ass. I heard you on there talking about that Jalen Hurts don't know how to throw screen passes. Like, you don't know how to just throw a screen? Like, bro. All right, so anyway, the offense was not an offense that was built on it was built on, first of all, allowing Jalen Hurts to act as a dual threat. The first thing the offense wants to do is to confuse the linebackers, have the linebackers in a bind and in limbo, whether or not Jalen Hurts is going to run, whether or not he's going to hand it to the running back, or he's going to pass. And they were looking to take shots for the most part. That was the offense that they were running. So anyone who is going to criticize Jalen Hurts, they're not going to criticize long passes because of the fact that they know from watching the Eagles that one thing the Eagles will do is throw long balls. If anyone was to really critique Jalen Hurts' game, if they were to rate his throws, the throws they would actually be most impressed with is actually his long ball. Where the issues with Jalen Hurts that, you know, an honest critic who's not an effing hater is he's going to say that Jalen Hurts may not throw the ball enough into tight windows in the middle of the field. And maybe you'll say that Jalen Hurts, when he's running to his left, he's not always the best thrower on the run unless his feet are set. Then he's a very accurate thrower. Like just a critic, a general fair critic who say those things, I can listen to. But Colt McCoy was a hater the whole time because what he was saying is just not even characteristic of. It's like somebody who never watched the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, as you had said, is top 3 in throws over 20 yards. And I know he was even more than that in throws over 40 yards. He also ranked like number 1 from the pocket in terms of completion percentage and a number of other things last year. So all of those throwing metrics and all that bullshit, that was never really the issue. The problem was a schematic issue with the offense. The offense did not have built in it dump off plays. It was an offense that did not have built in it hot reads, a number of things. The quarterback was not responsible for calling the blitz protections. There was another problem with the offense. Anyone who has studied the Eagles' offense and is just going to give a fair criticism will definitely readily admit that part of the problem was a schematic one. The Philadelphia Eagles were implementing what was essentially a college offense that was built around things that Jalen Hurts did well. And it worked well in 2022 as the NFL was not as, prepared for it. Whereas once the NFL caught up with it, the Philadelphia Eagles have brought in Kellen Moore to expand the offense by adopting West Coast concepts, which is fitting for this team. It is the Philadelphia Eagles' roots, after all, the West Coast system. And then also it fits the type of talent that we have, where you're looking to not only just go for deep shots, but also, a screen game. Also, short intermediate routes, a lot of, slants and these types of, basic West Coast concepts. I'm not going to go into back in Bill Walsh days. Bill Walsh days, there was a big implementation of the fullback, blah, blah, blah. We ain't do all that. But saying the modern West Coast offense. Yeah. Because, so that would be the criticism. So normally, that's what blew my mind. Now, you're criticizing things that motherfuckers that really watch don't criticize. Man, Hurts ain't got no problem throwing long balls, motherfucker. That's not the thing. The thing is, he don't take the check down. Everybody knows that. So I'm like, this dude's just a hater. He's just a hater. That he's just a hater. Now I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play. Unless you got something to add to that, I want to play Jay Gruden's response.
I'm gonna go to you with this. The Commanders are the only team that they have beaten with a winning record during this win streak. How legit is this win streak? Is it more a case of the fact that Philly's gotten a lot better and they are good, or is it they're just playing shitty teams?
A little bit of both, but mostly Philly's getting better, especially on defense. Quinyon Mitchell stepping up at corner. There was a big hole in the defense early in the season. They were giving up big play after big play. Jalen Carter's starting to play to his potential, so he's getting to push up the middle and really stuffing the opponent's running game. The addition of the great nickel from the University of Iowa has provided some toughness and some skill at the nickel position. So they've been impressive on defense. And then offensively, Saquon's the show. Saquon and Jalen Hurts, they both hurt you with their legs. You have to bring another guy down in the box to stop the run, and that allows A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith to have some one-on-ones, and Jalen's been pretty good throwing the ball up to him, making big plays. I've seen Devontae make great catches in the back of the end zone. A.J. Brown, one-on-one. What's he going to run? A stop, a go, a post? I mean, he's got it all, and they're very tough to beat because of their ability to just pound you, and then the big play ability with Devontae and AJ, and then obviously Jalen delivered a ball. I'm a little bit bigger a fan of Jalen Hurts than Colt is. I think he's had a pretty damn good year. He's not making mistakes, not turning the ball over, and putting his team in position to win every game.
You mentioned pounding the foot.
I don't even know if there's much I can add.
Yeah, that was pretty good analysis right there.
Yeah. Like,
the Eagles, because we got D and we run the ball. That's been the blueprint in football since the Lombardi days. That's Lombardi, man. You put a seal here, you run it up the alley.
Running the damn alley, right? All right, so now that Jalen Hurts criticism is stuff we've heard before. Now, I want to talk a little bit about that. That's what I want to talk about. And in particular, local sports media. I'm trying to change the banner right now. Local sports media, bro. What's up with these guys, man? What's up with these guys, man? You know what I'm talking about.
I wish I had Spike Eskins, Joe Giglio, Hugh Douglas, and Reed. Ike Reeks all in the room, so we can really have a conversation about the Eagles. Because they're their takes is like hot takes. They're not out. They're not talking about real football. They're talking about nonsense. I mean, they're really talking about nonsense.
Now,
That
do
they say that, but
you feel like the Jalen Hurts stuff is coming from national media or coming from them guys?
no, I think the Jalen Hurts stuff is coming from local media because this is the criticisms of Hurts. Because I'm like, all right, it said he leaves the pocket too early, right? He holds the ball too long. He don't feel the pressure. He don't feel the pressure. So those are the main, and he missed wide open receivers. So he leaves the pocket too early. He holds the ball too long. He missed wide open receivers, and he's the reason why Saquon Barkley is going to get a lot of touches this year because he's not doing his job. So now that's his fault as well. I heard that the other. So if they're not setting him up to fill, what are they saying? I mean, at the end of the day.
See, this is my thing. And this is what I got to say, man, too. This is to a lot of people, local media, national content creators, a lot of y'all content creators talking a lot of shit, too. Right? Y'all, to me, y'all don't really believe in hard work. That's what it boils down to me. Because I listen to a lot of people talk. See, I listen. I listen to when y'all talking. And a lot of the players y'all like, and a lot of players y'all think is the best and everything like that. And then the other players that y'all claim y'all don't like, and no matter what they do, or I can tell y'all, a lot of y'all don't really believe in hard work. Y'all really believe in just talent. That there's some other reason for it. One guy better than another guy because God just made him better, or some other reason, some other type of excuse. And it's that mentality that I see. What am I talking about? Jalen Hurts from the rip, like, is just a guy that unfortunately is just in a situation where he has to be twice as good to get half the credit. Like, Jalen Hurts got to be twice as good as Josh Allen to get half the credit Josh Allen get. It just is what it is. You got people to this day, despite the fact that Jalen Hurts during a year where they thought that Jalen Hurts was trash. Like, this is what I'm saying. Last year, it's almost like a consensus. He was just bad, right? Am I right or wrong? Hello?
Yeah, my mute. When you talk, I push mute so I can hear you clearly.
Oh, okay. But it's what I'm saying, right? Damn near everybody just said he was so bad last year, right?
Yeah.
Right, okay. But in the year he was bad, the Eagles beat the Buffalo Bills. They beat Josh Allen, right? Like on the last second draw, when Jalen Hurts did it. Not fuck his teammates. His team ain't do it. He did that personally. He had to run a 20. He ran a walk-off touchdown, right?
Yeah. Overtime.
In overtime, right? He did that against Josh Allen. But to this day, motherfuckers will swear to you. Let me stop. Let me clean this up. People will swear to you that he couldn't beat Josh Allen in a shootout. Like that. It's like you talking crazy if you said that. You would take Jalen Hurts to go at Josh Allen in the shootout, even though they saw him beat him. They saw this. So how does this happen? What happens is you believe things based on preconceived shit that ain't got nothing to do with what you've actually watched empirically, or what you know is possible based on other factors like how hard a person works, how prepared a person is. See, what I'm gonna tell you, what I like about Hurts more so is the dude that he is and the mindset that he has, the work ethic that he has. I know that type of stuff is ultimately what's going to make you one of the top. That's how you really gonna reach your ceiling. Michael Vick, we could argue, was way more talented than Jalen Hurts, like physically talented. I think most people would say that. Most people will say that. But Mike Vick was a dude. You know what I mean? Listen, I love the dude, but I'm just saying, these are things he readily said. I'm hearing this from him. His coach, I think, was Dan Reeves. You know, we gave him a playbook or whatever. Like, look, Mike, I really need you to get these plays down and this and that. Mike would take the tape. We be like, all right. Mike go home, man. He say he throw that shit some damn where, man. He wouldn't have even put it in the damn VHS. He gonna go call up some chicks. You know what I mean, go spend some time with that stuff. Right? There's not even caring. Whereas on the flip side, Jalen Hurts is the type of dude that all he just gonna take that tape and he gonna watch that joint so much that he gonna memorize the tape, learn everything he gonna learn, ask questions, all of that. Yeah. But if Hurts and that guy gonna go at each other, most people gonna pick the other dude because people believe in talent and people believe more in. I think this dude is a better quarterback because he's 6'5" over somebody that's 6'1", more than the intangibles and those types of things that are gonna lead to this dude being great. That's the problem people have. They claim they believe in Harvard. No, you don't. You don't believe in that. Like you think Kobe was great simply because he just 6'6" and all of that. That's what you believe. You believe God made him like that. No, it's a combination of the way God made the person and then the person taking and honing the skills and working and working and working. I keep hearing Jalen Hurts inaccurate. Where is all this at? Where's these inaccurate throws that are just constantly being thrown? I don't get it. Like he's a dude that has to be twice as good to get half the credit. And it's bullshit.
Day one. Ike Reese recently said that Hurts is not the quarterback that's going to bring you back. That he trusted the end of the games. I'm like, how is that possible? Like, what do you mean you don't trust him at the end of games? That's one of his attributes, bringing things back at the end of the game. He did it against Kansas City. Because if you remember that game, they was down against Kansas City. He came back in the second half. He was down against Buffalo, and he won that game in overtime. So I'm trying to figure out what do y'all
see? I agree. See, Ike Reese is like he fake believing him, man. It's real fake. It's crazy. Like just be like, I'd rather you just be like Joe then, man. Just be like them dudes. I don't like that fake shit.
The narrative this year is that Jalen Hurts is only successful because of Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Even though he was successful last year 10-1 without Barkley, the year before that without Barkley, he went to the playoffs before that without Barkley. But this year he's only doing it because of Barkley. Like that's crazy. So no matter what he do, because remember when he went to the Super Bowl, the thing was anybody can do it with that team. That was the theme that year, the narrative. Anybody can do it with that team. Then he got hurt, and Sanchez came in there and lost both games back to back. You see what I'm saying? So no matter what he do, he don't get credit for it. He's either he's in the team that's too good, and anybody can play it, or he's a good quarterback. He get a lot of third downs with his legs. He get a lot of third downs with throwing the ball. Like you can't just act like Barkley is a major issue this year because Barkley is a Hall of Famer. He's a good running back. So I don't understand what people but the problem is he got to win the Super Bowl, and even when he's won the Super Bowl, they don't say anybody could have done with that.
Yeah, but I'd rather that just win for them, Jones. You can think that if you want. That's what they say about Terry Bradshaw. The motherfuckers disrespect Terry Bradshaw, man. They'll tell you that Roger Staubach was a better quarterback. They'll tell you Fred Tarkenton was a better quarterback. Dudes that ain't never win. Dudes that Bradshaw beat. He had the steel curtain defense, and he had Franco Harris and all of them. Man, so what? Like, so what? People disrespect Troy Aikman. Saying Dak better than Troy Aikman. Shit like that. People weird, man.
You know the crazy part is people pick and choose who they want to give credit to. Because Dan Marino had all the talent on his side of the field in the world. He didn't win the Super Bowl. John Elway had all the talent in the world, but he didn't win the Super Bowl. Terrell Davis, that's when he won the Super Bowl. But before Terrell Davis, John Elway was a good quarterback. He had all the talent in the world.
Elway, though, would get you to the Super Bowl. He just couldn't beat, you know what I mean? He just couldn't beat Montana, and he couldn't beat the Giants in '86. But Elway get you there. So you know who Elway is? He Josh Allen. That's who Josh Allen is. He the Elway of now. Like he rumble, but I don't know if he's clutch as Elway. Elway, man. Oh man. A lot of Hurts games remind me of Elway, honestly. Like Elway would be trash the first half, third quarter, and then I swear to God, it get to a certain point in the game where you just can't stop his ass. Elway just making all types of passes, man, just whatever. And Hurts got that to him. Like as far as they get to a certain point in the game, he's just gonna beat you, cuz it's just that simple. But nobody recognizes that with him, no. Like I see it, I've been saw it. You know what I've been recognized? Was that he the type of dude, depending on the stakes and who he going against, he gonna play better. Like remember the first game he came in, like for any significant amount of time, was against who? The Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers. Carson Wentz got benched. They put Hurts in. He came in there. He threw a 47-yard touchdown to Greg Ward. Dudes that's complete trash. 47-yard touchdown to Greg Ward, and people still saying he can't throw. Like you just saw this motherfucker throw a 47-yard touchdown. I don't understand. I just was always confused. People saying he can't throw. Remember the first game, the game during his rookie year when Deshaun Jackson came back and we had to play against Dallas, and I think Dak didn't play. I think they had Andy Dalton, right? But we remember the beginning of the game, he dropped a bomb to Deshaun Jackson.
I remember that.
Then this joker got hurt. If Deshaun Jackson played in that game, I don't know how many yards he would have had. We lost because the defense couldn't stick Michael Gallup. Remember that?
Yeah,
that was crazy.
I remember that.
Yeah, he couldn't stick Michael Gallup. They just kept throwing Michael Gallup in the slot and all of that. And he was just never had a slot corner. It's crazy. So that's why we lost. But the thing about him, though, when he playing against a better quarterback, if it's an Aaron Rodgers, he stepped his game up. We already saw when he plays against Patrick Mahomes. He steps his game up every time. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Like and listen, I like Wentz, but man, when Wentz went up against Russell Wilson, I don't know what it was. He's always got outdid. Like I look at stuff like that, man. The type of dude you are, man. The type of work ethic you have. Like he the last dude. He the last dude to leave you, the first dude in. But people don't value that, man. They just valued you 6'5", and that you got this rocket arm, you throw sidearm passes, and all this old bullshit, man. You know what I mean? Like I don't get it. Like what I like is a dude.
It's a Philadelphia media thing. It really is. They did the same thing with McNabb. They did the same thing with Cunningham. The crazy part is they had, like, by the end of McNabb's career, Angelo Cataldi had the whole Philadelphia disliking McNabb. And McNabb ain't do nothing but just have good games and win. He might not have won the big one, but he had a good career. He just didn't have the weapons.
Yeah,
he went to the Super Bowl.
You got to be a fool like Angelo Cataldi, like influence the way you think. You got to be a dummy. That's crazy. He ain't even smart enough for me to be taking his talking points. They crazy.
He had us winning 5 games this year. 5.
Yeah. He ain't never believe that. He just, you know what I mean?
The Eagles are one drop pass away in the Atlanta game for being 9-1. One drop pass away.
But the MVP dropped it.
And this is the year, like Hurts, he probably would have been the first quarterback to go 9-1 on 3 consecutive years. That's not some lightweight stuff. He wins football games. And he was winning before Saquon got here. You know, that's the reality to it. He was winning before he got here. Because at the end of the day, A.J. Brown was a good receiver before he got here. But when he came here, Hurts made him an all-pro. That's what I'm talking about. He made him an all-pro.
Exactly. Because really, people act like Hurts is who's the quarterback that used to be in Tennessee? The A.J. Brown was with
Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, Ryan Tannehill. People act like Hurts is just him, but like Hurts can run, but he really just Tannehill. But they can run. That's what they act like. It's crazy, man. Why wasn't Tannehill giving him those numbers? Why wouldn't he put those type of numbers with him?
Yeah.
You know,
Hurts is the first quarterback I've seen in Philadelphia that gave both his receivers 1,000 yards apiece back-to-back years. That is not easy to do.
Yeah.
And he had a 1,000-yard running back, which is not easy to do.
Yeah.
You know, so they make it seem like he's not good. Like, he's putting up numbers. I don't understand. So they want perfection because, according to them, if you have like a bad quarter, that's a bad quarterback to them. You know, you're struggling. You're having an off year. Even if you come back and win the game, that don't mean anything.
It's all bull crap, man. And like it's just this modern thing where the quarterback is supposed to be just so perfect now. You know, man, that's why I don't trip about interceptions as much as these people do, bro. I don't watch John Elway coming in and throw a damn interception first drive, second drive, whatever. But the defense plays complimentary football with him, and then he comes out and wins in the end. Back in the day, that was called a comeback. You know, guys got respect for that. Roger Staubach had a whole damn career doing that shit, just making comebacks. And Joe Montana, those are the greats. Tom Brady, who most of these people watched. There's times where Brady was just not that great in the beginning of games. He comes through and wins at the end. But Hurts can't do that. Hurts got to be perfect throughout a whole game and win in order to be considered elite. Whereas like Lamar can be messed up. Did you see Lamar against the Steelers, man? Come on, man. Come on. Yeah. Josh Allen, I done seen this dude struggle like crazy, man. Herbert, all these guys, man, these guys that these people love. Come on, man.
Like they clocking, like this is what I'm saying. He clocking Hurts interceptions in practice. And me personally, I think subconsciously Hurts was trying to play perfect in practice because they clocking his, and it's like, why are y'all clocking his interceptions in practice? As if that matters.
Yeah, he's stupid, man.
And then, if he throw an interception in practice, they criticize it. Oh, you got to worry about this guy here. You know, he's throwing the interception in practice. Like, what are y'all talking about?
Yeah, that stuff is stupid, bro.
Crazy.
Look at this right here, Dartmouth. Quarterback Daniel Jones will be successful in his Eagles super team. No? You a Giant fan? I don't think he would. You still got to make reads.
You think Daniel Jones on the same level as Mark Sanchez? I think they about on the same level.
He probably think Daniel Jones is as good as Hurts. A lot of people think that stupid stuff.
Because Mark Sanchez been to the championship game in with the Jets, right?
Yeah.
But nobody would consider him a top quarterback. So if you say Daniel Jones will be successful with the Eagles, right? Mark Sanchez wasn't successful with the Eagles. He went 0-2. But the team that we went to the Super Bowl with, he went 0-2 on that team. Since it's so easy to play on good teams.
You in and out. Now this is what I say. I don't know if Daniel Jones will be good on this team or not. I don't care either. So, like, why would I care? Hurts is the weakest link. The weakest link to what? Like, how do I know if he the strongest link or the weakest link? I just know we 8-2, and we bust your team's ass. That I do know. Like, I don't spend a lot of time. All right, is this the weakest link? Is this the strongest link? Is this the best guy on the team and all that? I just know together collectively, we will come to your city, whoop your team's ass,
This is the argument people versus the
and root
weakest
to the
link.
Super Bowl.
What level? All right, how do you prove that he's the weakest link? That's what I want to know. Because listen, when Hurst was on Alabama, they went to the championship, right? He transferred and went to Oklahoma and made CeeDee Lamb. Nobody knew who CeeDee Lamb was until Hurst got there. Made CD his first round draft pick, honestly. And he was runner up for the Heisman Trophy that year. So, how is he the weakest link? On what level? Because that his track record don't suggest that.
I mean, I guess they're going off of what the first year when we took them to the championship, or no, the second year, and we got benched for two. Is that what that's supposed to be? I don't know. But I don't know. This weakest link dude, he went a lot. I know that.
Yes, he do.
And I don't know. Like, what a better quarterback gonna do? What he gonna do if he's a better quarterback? Like a better quarterback, we're gonna throw 500 yards every game just because I got AJ and Devontae.
In the last 2 years,
I mean, maybe I can imagine that would happen, but I don't know that. So
in the last 2 years, let me tell you who Hurst beat. He beat Aaron Rodgers when he was with Green Bay. He beat Patrick Mahomes. He beat Josh Allen. He just beat Joe Burrows this year. You see what I'm saying? So he beat Matthew.
He probably think that's just because of the team. All right, but this is my question. All right, so now this is the next question. Hurts was a third rounder. No. Well, before I answer what round he was, first of all, no, he wasn't a third rounder. But Tom Brady was a sixth rounder. What does that mean? And Tom Brady was what? And Tom Brady was a what rounder?
He said Hurst was a third rounder prospect. Come on, what's that?
And what does that mean? And what do that mean? Like, I seen Jason Peters, who's a Hall of Fame tackle. He was undrafted. T.O. went in the third round. Terrell Owens was in the third round. Jerry Rice was in the third round. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. What a prospect is. All that is somebody's opinion. I like to go off of like what a player actually does out there. Like, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one.
This is what I'm saying about Jalen Hurts. What do we quantify Hurts' career on? Is it wins? Is it touchdowns? Is it long life? How do you subject? How do you prove whether he's a good quarterback or not? What do you do?
I answer for him. He's not 6'5". He's not a 6'5" white boy who throws sidearm passes. So because of that, well, and he doesn't run as fast as Lamar. Because when if you're a black quarterback, that's not tall, you got to run like Lamar to be considered special. Other than that, he's just to them a regular guy. We don't care that he wins. We don't care that he's ice cold in his veins when it comes to clutch situations. None of that means anything. The fact that he's all football all day doesn't mean anything. The fact he stays off Twitter doesn't mean anything. The fact that he puts in the hard work harder than everybody there doesn't mean anything. All I care about is what round he drafted in, how tall he is, and how big his hands are. Pause. And stuff like that. So, those what these guys do.
At the end of the day, you can't substantiate your claim. Claims is claims. Like, all his information he's saying right now is what he regurgitated what he heard on the media. That's it. Because remember, when in 2022, the narrative was the Eagles didn't play anybody. That was the narrative. They didn't play anybody. Then the narrative was, oh, they got a super team. Anybody can do that. That's the narrative. So when Tua had a super team, he didn't get he didn't do a lot that year. When he had last year, when he had a super team, he had two sick receivers, sick running back.
This is my thing. I want a super team. That's what I desire. So that never like bothers me. I don't consider. I'm just happy that I have one. If that's the case, you know. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you look at NFL history, that was never an issue. The greatest show on turf was the super team. That's not an issue.
I guess the downside of it is your quarterback will be remembered like Terry Bradshaw or Troy Aikman. You know, Troy Aikman is very much disrespected, so is Terry Bradshaw. And if that's the way Hurt's career has to be, as long as he gets 3 or 4 Super Bowls, that's fine. I guess. I don't know. I'll always consider him the best Eagles quarterback if he wins Super Bowls. And that's it. I guess he should only care about what Eagles people think, Eagles fans think, and so on. And if you are an Eagles fan talking like that, then I'm ashamed. I feel bad for you, man. Because trust me, this is one of the better Eagles quarterbacks we've had. And I think he's on track to being the best one, actually. Because his performance in the Super Bowl, I don't know if McNabb would ever perform like that. I really don't.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. So what else we got going on, man? We got the number 1 draft pick, or our first round draft pick, Quinyon Mitchell, who has been making waves all over the place. And tomorrow, he will have a definite test, we believe, up against either Puka Nacua, and I didn't stutter, that really is the name, Puka Nacua, or Cooper Kupp. So what do you make of that matchup?
You know what? I honestly don't think they're gonna put him on Quinyon Mitchell throughout the game. There's so many other matchups they could put him on. You know, because last time we played them, Puka Nacua was on the opposite side of the field. Him and Cooper Kupp was on the opposite side of the field. They didn't really put him on the opposite side of the field is what Quinyon Mitchell's on. So I think they're gonna stay away from him and put him on.
So you're saying they stayed away from Bradbury?
Yeah. It was on.
They were attacking Slay.
No, they was taking the middle of the field. Remember, they was in the slot. That's what's killing us in the first half. Remember, they was attacking the slot, doing them little slot plays real quick. You know, going across the slants, and then we shut them down in the second half. They didn't do none of that.
So you think it ain't gonna be nothing? There's nothing that you talk about when it comes to this.
I think they probably do something, but I don't think they're gonna attack Quinyon Mitchell. I think teams did their homework early. They're gonna test Cooper DeJean. They're gonna test him, and they're gonna test Slay.
Well, I believe they are going to test him. I believe Matt Stafford is going to be a little bit more arrogant than that, and I think he'll test him. And I hope he does anyway. Maybe it's wishful thinking on my part, but I want to see Quinyon Mitchell get some work in. I need to see a game where he's tested. I want him tested about 8 times, because I really need to understand how good this young man is. So far, so good.
I'll tell you this. If they throw his direction more than 6 times, it's going to be the first game he ever.
It's going to be who?
First game he ever interception. If they throw to him more than 6 times on his direction.
That's what I'm hoping. He get his first pick, man. They got to grab him. Yep. If he was grabbing them picks, he probably had, 4 or 5?
Yeah.
There's a couple of them joints, boy, he should have had. Now, but they start testing them so much less now. I don't know. But the boy is without a doubt the best corner we had since Eric Allen. I'm skipping over Troy and Bobby. And I love Troy and Bobby.
What about Lito?
Lito's not in the conversation for me. Yeah, he's not in the conversation for me. Though Lito was very good, though, at jumping those routes and running them touchdowns. He was good at that. You know. Quinyon has that skill set too. Come on, man. The only
Come on, ask somebody. Nice though.
they ain't got nothing to do with the Eagles. So for me, it's just between him and Eric Allen and Herm Edwards. I know he better than Herm, but Herm, that's my man. Coach Herm in 1980 though must have been nice, man, because Dick, Coach Vermeil was on this week. He was talking about his 1980 Eagles. I'm gonna do a show on them 1980 Eagles, man. We're gonna do some history stuff because you really about the Eagles, you gotta really be about them. You got too many Eagle fans. They can't tell you 3 people that was on the 1980 squad. Come on, man. So yeah, Coach Herm Edwards. You know what I mean? But that 80s team had the number 1 defense in the league. That's why it's significant, and that's what Dick Vermeil was saying. Coach Vermeil, he was like, "Look, he said this reminds him a lot of that team." Of course, Saquon is better than Wilbur, but Wilbur was the man back then. I don't know if they had a Quinyon. I mean, I guess it was Herm. Herm played that cornerback over there on that side. Yeah, who was the other boy we had? Damn, I'm up here forgetting the names of the 80 team, man. Them guys. So, we gonna see, man. I hope that Stafford attacks him. Stafford like, man, you're a rookie. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never seen an arm like this. Let's do this. So Joe Burrow was a bitch. He stayed away from him. And I was really shocked that Joe Burrow stayed away from him. I'm like, wow. Joe Burrow normally arrogant.
You're not gonna make no living over there. All that ball over there. That's for sure.
They don't know yet, for real.
They know.
See, I don't think he been tested enough to really know. But that game gonna come. That game gonna come eventually with somebody test Quinyon. You know what I mean? But I want the Eagles fan base to have him. When that day comes, he out there getting smoked. Don't lose confidence in him. He's still the man. He's still the man. But I got this fear that it might happen this week, man. I got this fear that Stafford might be the one to do it.
This guy's still talking trash in the comments.
Oh, yeah? Heavy rushing teams don't win championships. Why do you say that? We were the Philadelphia Eagles in 2017 was a very heavy rushing team. Do you know that?
Baltimore Ravens won one with the Pittsburgh.
We had the number one rushing team in the league, and that's 2017.
The Rams was the heavy rushing team and won the championship. Like you don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, how old are you, sir? About 16? Because that sounds crazy right there. You think passing teams win championships just passing the ball all crazy?
Yeah. Kansas City beat us running the ball in the second half.
Yeah, my man tripping. Yeah, he think hurts a bum because somebody told him that on WIP, on TV. Don't believe the hype, young brother. Or old brother, whatever you want.
Good defense and rushing teams, brother. So look it up. There's history on it. Yeah, I mean.
You got to at least be balanced, man.
Yeah. Terrell Davis won the championship rushing the ball with Denver.
We run the ball. Can't nobody stop it. I'm sure we run into a team that stopped the stuff to run. We pass it. We've had games with Saquon ain't go crazy every week. We had to pass. We'll pass it. You think we can't pass? You got AJ and Devontae and Goddard. What's wrong with you? You crazy?
Maybe he's biased with maybe Barry Sanders and AP like this, But those are special cases.
See, Barry Sanders.
Yeah, maybe he seen Barry Sanders rushing the ball. He ain't win no championship. But Adrian Peterson, so he said, "Oh, Russian teams don't want champions."
He probably thinking like Tennessee a couple years ago. They running the ball, they win and all of that. Maybe that's what you thinking about. I don't know.
The difference between Tennessee and Baltimore is the quarterback. Ryan Tannehill is a tier 3 quarterback. Lamar is an MVP quarterback. There's a difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Baltimore. Problem with Baltimore is when they get in those championship games and those big, they stop running. They go away from what they do well, and then try to pass. That's the problem. You got to always run to keep the defense honest. Even if the running game is seemingly not getting you a lot of yards, that doesn't mean the running game isn't working because you're working the clock. You're also wearing down the defense. You also want to allow your offensive linemen to pound on the defense, and that's how they do it. Other than that, if you're not running the ball right, your offensive linemen are constantly back on their heels in defense, which allows the defensive line to just always be on the aggressive, to be the aggressor. You don't want that. You want to control. You want to set the tone here in a football game. You got to understand that the game within the game. You want to wear those guys down, and you're also planning to be the superior team in the fourth quarter, and that happens through physicality. There's two things you want to stop in the fourth quarter, and even Andy Reid has said this. Right, it's very important that the team that rushes the passer best in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter pass rushing is very key, and then the ability to control the clock, which is running. Right. So what you want to always do during a football game, even if the running back is getting you 3 yards a carry, to 3.5 or whatever, it doesn't matter. You're looking at it like you're giving your offensive line an opportunity to wear down their defense. Every hit matters. Like when I'm telling you, you watch those teams that they're just passing and passing and passing and passing, and then they get to the fourth quarter. And your offensive lineman has just been passive all damn day, you're going to deal with a much fresher defensive line, and they're going to probably take your quarterback out the frame in that fourth quarter. And I've seen it happen a number of times. All right, so that's all we got on Quinyon Mitchell versus Nacua because I want to see it. And like I said, I'm a little concerned that this be the week, man, that he, gives up a big play or something like that. It's going to happen. So what we got now? You feel like talking about these punk ass Sixers? I don't.
Let's talk about the future. You know what I'm saying?
What's that?
McCain and Maxey. McCain and Maxey.
The future of what?
Of the 76ers.
McCain and Maxey. How they the future of the 76ers?
I'm just saying, 3-4 years from now, they're gonna be in the problems of their career. And they're gonna be leading the team.
So you gonna have two short ass guards. That's just gonna be the future of this team. So what you got? You got what? McCain at what, the 1 and Maxey at the 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They asked him that in the press conference the other day. Maxey said, "Who you calling short guard? Like, they not short.
Calling you short guards, nigga. Calling you short guards. Like y'all D'ing up. What happens when you play Boston, little nigga? What happens?
Well, they got to stop us too, though. That's the thing. Like Iverson was short. You know
so what's the problem? I don't see no Iverson on the court. And then what's the problem with stopping them?
They got to stop us too.
Yeah, what's the problem with stopping us? Like
they're not gonna be able to do it.
Well, we already know Maxey doesn't have his best games against Boston. So who do you think McCain is? He that good?
Yes, I do think he's. We're gonna be calling McCain the Boston Strangler this year. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so when we get blown out by 30, I want to hear what you got to say then.
Embiid and Paul George play, we're not gonna get blown out by 30.
Okay, so now the key is Embiid and Paul George then.
They got to have a whole team to beat Boston. Boston is a championship caliber team.
I got Embiid and Paul George. Who got better resumes than them on Boston?
Huh?
Who better than Embiid and Paul George on Boston? I know them. I know they better than Maxey and McCain. I know that.
I mean, you can't sleep on Tatum, and I take Tatum over Embiid, honestly.
I ain't taking no damn Tatum over Embiid, but I'm saying, yeah, that. I mean, why? Well,
if he didn't
yeah.
hurt,
If you talking about health, all right, that don't mean any better though. But yeah, you saying for health, I understand that. There's a whole lot of people I take.
Always beat Embiid, so that's another thing.
There's a lot of people I take over for health.
I like Tatum, man. I'm scared of him, man.
I don't care. You taking Bill Russell over Chamberlain? Shit, they always beat him. Don't mean shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bill Russell better than Embiid, though. Like, you can't compare the two.
What? I'm talking about Chamberlain is better than Bill Russell, and I'm saying Embiid better than what you call it, Tatum.
But Embiid don't beat them, even when he was
healthy. Will they beat Russell?
No, I'm taking Tatum. You put Tatum on the Sixers, they can beat off. We might go to the chip.
He ain't doing shit. Tatum is not built like that, nigga. He had that whole system and all that. Tatum ain't built like that.
Tatum ain't built.
Crazy as hell.
Tatum, oh my goodness, man. I just can't believe you said that.
He ain't built like that.
Tatum was Boston's best player.
That's actually debatable. It's actually debatable.
Come on. He makes first buckets. Come on.
That's debatable though. Who won the Finals MVP?
I don't know.
Jaylen Brown. Then they got Drew Holiday. And then they got the other boy. You know what I mean? Then they had the Porzingis. You know what I mean? It ain't about just Tatum. They had Tatum to the Sixers. What are you gonna do?
I think Tatum would be in the championship.
Tatum what?
You probably would have been to the championship. We would have had Tatum.
What year?
The year we took Moker Fultz. Instead of taking him, we take Tatum.
We ain't going to no finals with Tatum that year. What?
I think
that nigga averaged like 15 points a game. You ain't going to no finals with that. Talking about his rookie.
No, not that. I mean, we'd have been good when he was a rookie, though. But the next year, probably.
Yeah, him and Fultz was in the same year.
Yeah, but I'm saying instead of Fultz, you get Tatum. We would have beat Boston that year. You know what I'm saying?
Really? With 15 point a game, Tatum?
So you don't like Tatum. I do. You underestimate him.
I like him, but he overrated. He acting like he, like, you know what I mean? Say, come on, man. You say he's better than Embiid and all that. You tripping.
Embiid hasn't done anything to suggest that he's not better than Tatum than me. So, like, Tatum got moments in the playoffs where he takes over games and wins. And Embiid don't got those moments, man. I don't know.
That's it. Because of that moment, that one fucking time.
He had a lot of moments, though. I'll be honest.
I don't remember all that. I don't remember all that at all. I like Tatum. I mean, but I understand. But the reasoning you gave, the health reasoning, I can agree with that because of health. I can agree with that though.
But even when he's healthy, he did New York last year.
Bro, if Embiid is completely healthy, there's no way in the world on this side of hell and Tatum is a better player. It's only because he just be hurt and all that.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I know. You go ahead and take that little more. Go ahead. You take it. That's cool. Shit. Triple.
I see him be completely healthy and still lose to Boston. I don't know.
All right. Well, because of Tatum, or was it more, you know, they got a better coach. They got a better coach that just get your ass whipped. That's why.
So if B had different coaches, he still got the same result. He had
because they ain't lose because of no damn Tatum. Like he lost because like it's Al Horford, it's other dudes, it's all that. Ain't because of no damn Tatum.
Tatum going to crush Al Horford. You're not going to let Al Horford beat or stop him from scoring. That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta get it together. You know what I mean?
Why would you say that though? Like as if Al Horford and Tatum play the same position or something. Like what's going on? But anyway, man. But anyway, this is what I got to say about this damn team, bro. I know this team ain't gonna do shit this year. I know it. You know what I mean? But I guess the most you can hope is that they can salvage some type of season, so that maybe next year they could possibly do something. That's the best chance. They don't have enough chemistry to start off the season. Nick Nurse didn't even try to play any type of real basketball beginning of the year. He basically had Maxey go out there shooting 30 damn shots. This caused, in my opinion, a rift between Maxey and some of the teammates, especially some of the veteran dudes that just understand how basketball should be played. That was very stupid for Nick Nurse to do that. I blame him for that situation. Paul George, I don't know, he messed up his knee in practice. I mean, in preseason. What can you do about it? I guess not much. I don't know. That's between him and God, I guess, and the Most High. I don't know. You can't nothing do about it, I guess. Embiid with his knee. I am inclined to believe that he probably should not have played the Olympics, but Embiid is a guy, man, that he's the complete opposite of a Jalen Hurts. I would say, and from that standpoint, I mean, you have the God-given size, talent, all of that kind of stuff. And I'm not even going to say he doesn't have a work ethic. I think he has some sort of a work ethic, but he's not the wisest guy. He's not the guy that's going to make the best decision all the time. He's not the guy that has the ultimate control over his emotions like he should. Those are the things that Embiid struggles with, and I think him going over and playing for the U.S. team. First off, I this is my personal thing. I don't even like the fact he played for the U.S. team. Listen, you don't agree, fuck it, I don't care. I would have respected him playing for Cameroon more. I don't know, just if you're going to do it. But this is what I think happened. I think he looked at it like, if he don't play in the Olympics this year, maybe he never will. He's almost 30 years old. The Olympics is every 4 years. So I think it was more like, he want to experience it. So on that standpoint, I'm not mad, but it probably was not the best thing for his knee. But at the time, I thought maybe it doesn't matter. But now that he didn't start the beginning of the year and all of that, maybe it was a bad thing for him to do. So he did that. I think he underestimated the importance of starting this particular season, because this is a season where we finally came up from under Tobias Harris's shitty-ass contract. We brought in another guy that was traditionally over the last 10 years, a top 10 player in the league, top 10, 15 with Paul George. Definitely would be the best teammate he's had. You're talking about a two-way guy. I don't have to run through Paul George's resume, but I think he underestimated the importance of being able to start early this year. Maxey got this new contract. So now I think what also came with it, they asked Maxey to be more of a leader. I think Maxey is becoming somewhat of an asshole a little bit, but that's not the worst thing. The only thing about, I don't mind an asshole teammate, but you gotta really be that dude. You know what I mean? That's what you're going to be. And I did not like the way he started the season off. I don't think Nick Nurse had any plan for him. Maxey's production went down in terms of efficiency because Nick Nurse just got him out there just shooting. I don't know what the hell that was all about. Joel Embiid, unfortunately, all we hear about is him pushing reporters. Good, because I can't stand Marcus Hayes. What else? Complaining about, the city. I did this for the city. But the point is, Embiid just been involved in nothing but just bullshit all year. And this is my thing now. This is where I am with it here. I'm not on the trade Joel Embiid train. I'm done with him train and all of that. But this is the deal. The day that Joel Embiid himself decides or feels as though he can no longer do this, that the Philadelphia media is just getting on his nerves, that he don't feel like he can do it here. I think he needs to let that be known. So, like, in other words, if Joel Embiid right now feels like his heart ain't in it no more, then I think he needs to let that be known. So then now we can pursue, maybe a trade or something like that while he still has some value. Don't just be here half-hearted, leaving the next couple of years, feeling like you got to since Paul George came and all of that, which would be fucked up. You just leave and Paul George came, right? But as long as he feels that way, or he feels that he can do this, I'm keeping him, and I'm going to keep trying to build around him. If he doesn't, then now just be honest, so that way we know to go pursue something or somebody else. I'm not a big fan of just getting rid of guys because I done been down this road too many times before. People have forgotten. People have short-term memories. I remember the 86ers, man, the 83 team. I remember the day we let Moses Malone go for some damn Jeff Ruland. Shit, Doc got the hell out of there immediately the next year. I mean, I remember 86 traded Moses Malone for this damn white boy Jeff Ruland with all his damn gout in his feet, whatever the hell. That's how he ran. And I remember we let Mo Cheeks go for next to nothing. Man, the Sixers were messed up for the longest. They were lucky that we had Charles Barkley, tried to build around him, but couldn't reach the heights because he just kept making mistakes in the draft. Right, this is the other thing that happened. Kept making mistakes in the draft. Didn't take Brad Doherty. Whole bunch of stuff. I'm not gonna take y'all down memory lane, but these are the things that happen. And then the next time, then we got rid of Charles Barkley, picked up Jeff Hornacek and Tim Perry. Them dudes sucked for years, and until we got Allen Iverson. Remember Sharon Wright? Remember all these dudes? Witherspoon, Armand Gilliam, just trash ass dude after trash ass dude. And then we finally got Allen Iverson. This gave us a nice 10 years of fun basketball. Still didn't quite build around him properly in order to allow him to win it all, but it was a fun time. But then that's immediately happened after we got tired of Iverson. We traded him for Andre Miller, who was mediocre, and then another trash ass group of dudes with him. And this put us in, Trashville. All the way up until the Sixers decided to tank and all of that, and we got Embiid. And Embiid, man, is a top 5 player in the league, and I'm not in a rush to go back to just not making the playoffs and having all these trash ass players. Now I know you think Maxey and McCain makes it different. I'm not convinced of that.
I think if you keep Paul George,
see, I don't know about that, and it's only a health thing with Paul George, that's all it is, a health thing. But these guys need to sit down and decide is this what they want to do, because
what they want to do, they can't stay healthy to do it. That's the thing.
So what? So what are you saying?
I say anything. I'm saying at the end of the day, they're not available to play. So you're going to have to go with Maxey and McCain anyway until these dudes get available.
Yeah, well, that's neither here nor there. I mean, I'm talking about as far as what moves we want to make with the team. Are we going to go with this roster or we're going to try to pursue something else? That's all I'm saying.
I don't think we ever going to win with it. So whatever they decide to do, I just hope it's best for the team.
So, why aren't we going to win with Embiid? The health or some other reason?
No, because I see Embiid when he's healthy. He's just not. He don't have that killer mentality in him, man.
When he's healthy.
When he's healthy. Like, if he played like the MVP Embiid in the playoffs, I would love him, honestly. I don't never see it, though. So I'm like, I don't know what to do.
See, I think that's unfair. Only because He does. He's had 50-point performances, you know what I mean, in the playoffs and stuff like that he'll get no credit for.
So that's good. That's one game though. I'm talking about the series. What is the series?
You need 50 the whole damn series.
Oh, I need for you to win a series, not 50 a game. I need all right, we won this series because of Embiid. That's what I need. Like, so Kawhi Leonard type stuff. Well, you just unstoppable that series. They just can't do that with you. That's what I need. So I can memorize that, all right, I can't lie, give me that.
See, it's hard for me to look at it that way only because that was ridiculous last year. The inability to stop Jalen Brunson was ridiculous. The inability to grab rebounds on the part of the team was ridiculous. Joel Embiid had to be your best player despite having a freaking thing with his eye and all of that, which is annoying that he keeps having those situations. But I don't understand the type of team I got where they can't rally up and just outplay Josh Hart. Like I'm that's all I'm asking Tobias to do. I'm not saying be Kawhi Leonard. That's beyond. But Tobias, can you outplay Josh Hart? Do you think that's too much to ask? You're getting $38 million.
No, I don't. That's what confuses me. That New York is the newest team, yet they outworking us, out rebounding us. They can't stop Brunson. They just can't do it. Like I'm like, yo, we got the tallest dudes in the court, and you can't block a shot. Can't do anything. I don't know. But it was said a long time ago that the Sixers they don't hustle that well. I remember Kevin Durant said that. He was right. We don't hustle.
Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant said that.
Yeah.
Ain't that something? Ain't that the pot calling the kettle black? That is not a hustling nigga, Kevin Durant.
I mean, whether he do it or not, it was true what he said, though.
Now, you don't talk that unless you do that. You ain't about that. I don't want to hear it.
I need to see Embiid wouldn't be around. That's all I want him to do. He's phenomenal. He's phenomenal.
All right, so you feel like we should trade him? That's what you telling me?
I'm saying whatever the Sixers want to do, I wouldn't be mad at it. If they trade him, I wouldn't be mad. I really wouldn't.
So you don't even need to hear what we got or nothing. You just trade him.
I'm looking at Maxey and McCain as the future, honestly. Built around them. You know what I mean?
I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole. I'm not going to go down there. I just want to know, if B get traded, what are you trying to get back? Or you just, we just got rid of him?
Maxey. We're not doing anything now. So it's like, that's why I can't say what I would do because you can't win with him. So what you going to do? I wanted Malcolm Brogdon for Ben Simmons a minute ago. I wanted Tyrese Hollenberry. I wanted him a minute ago. I wanted to do the OKC. You know what I mean? Like, I think them dudes would have been good on this team.
What do the OKC? Shea?
Yeah, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
All right, but you acting like you could get him. How was you going to do that?
I think you could have traded Embiid a couple years ago for that dude when he was young. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. What? Hold on, whoa. You telling me you would have traded Joel Embiid years ago for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander?
If I knew how we would have ended up right now, yeah.
You don't know. How do you mean if you knew how you going to end it up?
I'm just saying. We would have been right, though. That's the thing. We would have been right.
So, yeah, if I had a crystal ball and I knew we weren't going to ever win a championship, y'all did it. Oh, God. You're killing me out. But let me.
I just need a superstar like Butler, man, that can get it done with no excuses. You're not going to, you don't know how he get it done. He get it done. Like, that's what I need. You know, there was rumor that came out the other day that said Embiid was mad because he didn't want Paul George. He wanted Jimmy Butler. I said, this dude, I can't with him.
A rumor?
Well, one of the reporters said that, Sixers beat before this.
No, I don't want to hear it unless you said I don't. But yeah, whatever.
I can believe it though. As much as he kissed the thing ass, like, Jimmy Butler, the best player in the world. Like, come on,
Jimmy ain't even like that, bro. That's the crazy part.
No, he like that when he played B, and the B just like he had all of this dude, man. I think Nice. Plus, I think Embiid was in the best prime spot to go to the championship with Butler. He remembers that. Like he remembers this dude is sick, man. When he was bad on Kawhi that game and that series, like he remembers that. You know, he wasn't like that with Simmons. They never do none of that.
Whatever. Ain't nobody trying to damn Jimmy Butler. So let me think.
We just stuck there. Ain't nothing we can do with the Sixers. They holding us hostage. Ain't nothing we can do. So I'm enjoying the young boys until they get to their prime. And then we're gonna go from there.
I don't know if Sixers gonna do that. Keep McCain and Maxey. But we'll see what they do this year.
Yeah. Well, I got to see them for half the year to see how they go. Because they keep getting questions that I might reassess my opinion, reevaluate my opinion. But right now, they fan famous, man. The fans showing up because of these dudes. They ain't getting nothing else.
Mm.
And the other dudes on the team can complain all they want, but Maxey and McCain are stepping up. They are really doing some things. And they make it look easy. That's the crazy part. Like it look easy for these dudes to do.
See, I can't go with Maxey and McCain, bro. I gotta see. I'm taking McCain. I'm seeing what I can get for him. If I can get like a nice wing player, that could be a two-way wing or something like that, man. That's what I'm doing.
Give me a two-way player that you would take for this dude. It's gonna put up the same production he does. That's what I want to know.
Same production. I don't care about his production, nigga. I just want to know if I can get a two-way wing. Just
give me a two-way wing. Name me a player that you would take.
I don't know if I can get them guys. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Brandon Miller. I'll take Brandon Miller. You know what I mean? If
I don't even know who Brandon Miller is.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know who players is. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
You think I'm gonna say Anthony Edwards? I'm gonna say somebody I think I can get.
I'm not. I don't know him. He's not that good. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah. Well, that's an ignorant statement.
You gotta put a name for yourself if you want to be on my radar, man.
Yeah, and McCain, don't nobody know that motherfucker. You know what I mean? So
ain't
know everybody talking about him. People who follow the Sixers follow him.
Go to YouTube. Dude.
Yeah, little geeks who make Sixers videos.
No, I'm talking about NBA.
The NBA talk about Brandon Miller too. They talk about Brandon Miller too.
I ain't even mentioned.
I haven't heard anybody talk about looking up Brandon Miller.
I don't even know what team is Brandon Miller.
Yeah, exactly. That's your ignorance. That's your ignorance, brother. He's Charlotte.
I can't see you. He's not the best player on this team, so he's not nothing.
Was McCain the best player on this team? What are you talking about?
He's a rookie though.
Brandon Miller, second year.
What team he played for?
Charlotte. I just told you that.
I'm not trading for anybody on Charlotte except as the full point guard.
I take Miller. I would take Miller over LaMelo. So of course I would trade for Miller.
Okay. All right.
Why is LaMelo good? He flashy? Like LaMelo ain't nothing. Because he's a point guard. So what? I can Mad Maxey run the point. I can't Maxey and another little nigga.
That's the problem.
Huh?
More shooter than he is a point guard.
He can run point. He ain't got to do all that. I mean, he can run point. Because my offense gonna mainly go through the wings. I don't want no dominant point guard. I want skilled wings that's gonna control the pace of the game.
Paul in his prime over any point guard you're talking about.
I don't want Chris Paul at all, so that's good. I don't want Chris Paul at all, so that's good.
You want Chris Paul in his prime? That's what you're talking about.
I don't want Chris Paul ever, anytime. Like, what are you talking about?
That is crazy.
Yeah, so that's good. More for you. Take Chris Paul. Shit.
You give me Chris Paul and his prime with Embiid, I guarantee we win the championship. I don't even need Embiid. Give me Chris Paul and Embiid.
All right, you can have it. Go ahead. The hell? I mean, I'm good. You can have that. I ain't mad at you, brother. I'm cool. I don't ever want Chris Paul. I just take Gary Payton. I'm straight. Jason Kidd, whatever. I tell you, need them over that little dude, man. Did you see Chris Paul in the finals? No, I don't want that. I'm good. That nigga
I
was scared to death.
Hey, he's a good player. That's crazy.
Okay, that's why I'm gonna trade him for a wing. What I'm gonna do with him?
So you telling me Brandon Miller will bring more to this team than McCain will?
Hell yeah, because he would fit better with Maxey. What I'm gonna do with this little ass dude, bro?
Oh, that's crazy. He's taller than Maxey. That's the crazy part. He said that in the press conference.
All right, well then trade Maxey for somebody then.
I'm not trading either one of them. Man. I'm not. No, I'm not.
All right, well, you ain't serious about winning.
Yeah. All right.
You ain't winning with them two dudes, man. You're not winning with that, bro. You hype because you beat Brooklyn though. Like really, you that hype about that? Because you that hype because you beat Ben Simmons. But Ben Simmons had like 2 points.
This is the best rookie I've seen since Jonathan Mitchell. So
that's what I'm saying. So now you could trade him to get a real commodity since he's so good. No. You said since Donovan Mitchell, like Donovan Mitchell was this ridiculous rookie. Like what the hell was going on?
He was. Donovan Mitchell came out of nowhere. He was nice.
Nigga, he can score. He's a little gun. Okay. He's got to be put on Utah where he's allowed to be a gun. Inefficient little gun. 41% ass ball. Come on, man.
You gotta stop being so negative
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell is a nice player.
Bro, I don't like everybody game, bro. Sorry.
So you should like Maxey game because he played the same way.
He don't play like Donovan Mitchell. He way more efficient.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, Maxey way more efficient than Donovan Mitchell.
You like Brunson? I like Brunson.
Yeah.
I think McCain can be Brunson in the future. That's how much I like.
No, I don't care about. I don't need Brunson. I like him, but is that like the ideal dude that I'm gonna build a team? Hell no. No.
I think Brunson.
I wouldn't even take Brunson, but I respect him as an opponent. But that wouldn't be my point guard.
I don't understand. You don't like dudes.
I said I like Brunson. That don't mean I want him on my team. There's a difference.
Brunson and Embiid will be nice together. You know what I'm saying? I believe.
Anybody be nice with Embiid?
No, man. Like Embiid won't have to do much. Brunson gonna do the bulk of the scoring. Embiid can just be Embiid.
Embiid is gonna do the bulk of the scoring. What are you talking about? You think Brunson gonna be doing all scoring and Embiid just doing what? Embiid gonna do the bulk of the scoring. If him and Brunson is on the team.
Brunson got heart. Embiid don't got no heart. I need Brunson on the jaw because he got heart.
If Brunson and Embiid is on the team, Embiid is going to do the bulk of the scoring. That's all I'm saying.
Not when they double team him in the playoffs. He's not going to do no scoring.
All right, well that's a one-off. That's a different type situation.
No, when we got Brunson, they not going to be able to double team Embiid because they be so scared of Brunson.
No, they're not. They're going to still double team Embiid. Anybody worrying on damn Brunson? They still going to double team Embiid. You love these little regular ass dudes, man. Shit crazy. Chris Paul, Brunson. Like, what?
Nice. Like, I don't understand it, man. Like, you know what I mean?
You like these little niggas that ain't never gonna win, bruh. Them dudes ain't gonna ever win nothing. You build your team around him, you ain't gonna win nothing.
Jonathan Mitchell might win the championship this year. Then I'm gonna see.
No, he's not. He's never gonna win the championship, bruh. Like, unless he like the third best player on the team.
Well, he's the first best player on this team. So.
Yeah, that's why they're not gonna win. If Donovan Mitchell, your best player, you're never winning the title.
We're gonna see that. We're gonna call that into play.
Already, I told you he's not. They ain't no. You gonna see what? You gonna see? I already know.
At the end of the year, we're gonna see. That's all I'm saying.
No, you gonna see before that. You gonna see like in the second round when his ass tossed out of there. What the hell's going on, Donovan Mitchell?
I think they're gonna go probably to the Eastern Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Listen, you go ahead and do that. I'm gonna get me some wing players and build a real team, bro. Like,
what's the real team we get there? Because I need to know what these wing players are like.
You know what the wing is? A player that's typically between 6'5" and 6'7". You know, that's skilled, that plays offense and defense.
I want a team like Boston. That's cool. I want a team like Boston too.
I mean, Boston is an example. Yeah, they ain't the only team that has wings. The Boston ain't the only team. Boston ain't the only team with wings, but they do have wings, yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of wings in that Boston size, though. Them dudes, they're unique because they tall. They play defense and offense. That's why they're nice. Not too many players that do that, though, man. You don't have that many.
Not too many. What?
Not too many players that play like Boston offense and defense. Both wing players play offense and defense.
When I say wing, that's what I'm talking about. Two-way wing. I'm not gonna get a dude that don't play defense. He can get the fuck away from my team. You already know that. Like if I get rid of Embiid, I'm gonna get rid of him for a wing. That's it. Other than that, like, what are you doing?
Give me Tatum and Brown. I'm cool. I'm good.
I don't want them niggas, man. I'm not taking no Boston niggas just on principle.
I gotta lose my principle and take. I take.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's you. I ain't doing that. I don't want none of them niggas. Now, I might take Jaylen Brown. I ain't taking Tatum though, but I might take Jaylen Brown.
So you take Brown over Tatum? That is crazy.
He's a better person than Tatum.
What the hell that got to do with basketball? We're talking about the game.
It has nothing to do with basketball. But their games are close, and I'm going to take Jaylen Brown because of the man he is. That's all.
No, if he wasn't Muslim, you wouldn't even take him. You leave him right where he at.
Okay. What's your
point? They got nothing to do with basketball. That's personal. I
just told you that, but their game is close though. But their games are close. It's not like Tatum is way better or nothing like that. And I think Brown is more clutch than Tatum.
Oh, come on! See now, all right.
That's based off me watching them. I just believe he's more clutch.
Brown and Tatum, all Boston fans will tell you Tatum.
No, they don't. They're split. A lot of people like Brown.
Who?
A lot of Boston fans like Brown. It ain't no damn consensus that Tatum better than Brown. So a lot of people that say Brown.
Tatum killed a lot of teams. He definitely killed his Sixers kill.
Why was he the MVP of the finals then?
He had a good finals. I'm not arguing.
Nigga, what stage is bigger than the finals though? You want to compare what to the finals?
Horrible finals though.
So you want to compare something to the finals? You think he's gonna beat the finals out?
But Tatum got him to the finals though. That's the thing.
He ain't get him nowhere. He's talking about both of them get them there. What are you talking about?
Tatum got him to the finals.
No, he didn't. That team was loaded. Nigga, I got Porzingis. I got freaking Drew Holiday. I got Derek White. Come on, man. He ain't carry shit.
Backup players. Tatum is the wheel that
he ain't carry shit. What the hell's going on?
Tatum is the engine on Boston. We all know this. This has been going on for years.
Yeah, all right. That nigga's in Hers, tater chip eating ass. Fuck, man, I'm out of here.
Kobe, man. That's where he got it from. He got it from Kobe. Kobe gave him the thing like to carry on the legacy.
Tatum is another one of them little corny ass niggas you like. That's all.
No. So Tatum corny now? That's crazy.
No, he not corny. Donovan Mitchell is though. I don't get it. Your Donovan Mitchell fascination blows my mind.
I think he's a good player.
Yeah,
I can't see you. You don't like short players. That's the problem. Anybody that's short, you don't care. You don't like him. That's just the reality of the matter.
I think he's a stupid basketball player. I can tell you. You ain't got to tell me what I don't like. I'll tell you. He's a stupid basketball
don't like short players.
No, he's stupid. That's why I don't like him.
If Jonathan Mitchell was T-Mac size, you would love it.
He doesn't play a thinking man's game. He plays a stupid game.
That's crazy. All right, well, McCain gonna take us to the promised land. Him and Maxey.
Why? Why is he unstoppable?
No, because I never seen somebody play like him recently, man. As a rookie, the boy is nice.
Okay.
He's really. I'm like, this guy is not like. Well, put it like this: I haven't seen any Sixers rookie other than the AI that can play like him and score like him. And that's a long time.
Yeah.
This boy better than anything.
He better than Embiid first. He better than Embiid first year. He better than Embiid first year.
What? No. Embiid first year was electrifying. That's playoff material. But Embiid was hurt that year, so yeah, I mean he going to wind up being better than that.
And he ain't never better than he would never in his life be better than Embiid. Little, that's what he is. He little Donovan. He ain't even Donovan Mitchell because he's not as athletic. At least Donovan Mitchell is elite athlete.
Hard athleticism.
Yeah, some shit like that. Harden might have been more athletic than that nigga when he was young.
You're gonna see. Watch. I'm gonna prove to you this more nice. By the end of
I'm saying I'm not saying not nice. I'm just saying that's why I would trade him. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not trading for no Brandon Miller. You better pick another player. Man. I'm not doing no
shit. Brandon Miller, you better take that. Crazy as hell. No. I take Franz. I take Franz Wagner. I take him.
I'm not taking nobody with a name like Franz Wagner. That's just not a good
name. Boy from Orlando, the white boy. You crazy as hell. I definitely.
I take him. Yeah, I take him. I definitely.
Trying to think who else.
He can score. And he's tall.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Only other player I think about trading is Dalton Connect because he's tall white boy.
Now you losing me, cuz. Yeah, you losing me, cuz.
Yeah, you losing me.
Dalton Connect Dalton Connect ain't gonna be shit, man. I mean,
would you feel for Malcolm Brogdon?
He's a bunch of hype right now. Huh?
Did you take Malcolm Brogdon?
For who?
McCain?
No, man. You can get Michael Brogdon on waivers, man. You be bringing up dudes that's like not even. You be bringing up dudes that ain't got no real contracts. You know what I'm saying? Like dudes that be going in the trade deadline type dudes. Man.
I would trade for Malcolm Brogdon. I'm just asking you what you doing. I wouldn't do it.
I don't want Malcolm Brogdon. I'm a trade for a nigga that I don't even want. You know what I mean? If he's just available and I can sign him, I'm gonna think about it. I'm not sure. Type of dude.
Oh man, that's funny. All right, we might as well just end this job, man. It's a wrap. We've been on for 2 hours now.
Damn, ain't that something? Yeah. Ain't nobody even came up on this job, man. Y'all dudes, man. But see, everybody busy watching dudes that want to tell them that the Kobe Dean ain't no good. Those type of dudes people want to watch. You know what I mean? Dudes that don't watch no film and stuff, man. I come in here, you got 2 damn people when Eagles talk. They want to listen to people that never watch Randall Cunningham play. Dudes that barely remember McNabb and stuff like that. Crazy, man. But he the best for the Eagles. Nigga don't even remember Donovan McNabb. People funny, man. But I know the problem is we just gotta be more consistent, man. So tomorrow night, damn, we gotta go live late tomorrow night because we talking about an 8 o'clock, 8:30 game. Man.
When the Sixers come on tomorrow, we can go live when the Sixers come on though. In the middle
what?
Of the game.
Man, I'm not going live for no damn Sixers, man. You know what I mean? Bruh, you gotta make the Sixers respect you, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? They gotta earn. My give a damn valuable. You know
it ain't the Sixers more than Embiid and Paul George.
You just like this little nigga that's gonna crush your dreams. That's the problem you caught up in right now.
Entertainment value. That's why I always tell you that. If I'm entertained, I can watch it.
I feel you. See, I don't even care about them being entertained. Them niggas piss me off, so I don't even care.
Embiid and Paul George pissing you off. It's not him. Him and Maxey innocent of the.
Why should I care about? But that's all that matters is Embiid and Paul George. I ain't worried about no damn McCain. Like he not gonna do shit this year.
Oh, all right. You don't want to watch. He gonna get MVP. He gonna get rookie of the year.
Good. I don't care. So that's just more of a value. You know what I'm saying?
Let me Maxey make the All-Star team this year. That'd be lovely. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Maxey gonna make it. He not.
He might.
Nah, bro. He not even gonna keep scoring like this, man. It's all bullshit.
No, he won't if Embiid and Paul George come
He
back.
gonna hit it. He gonna hit a point where his shot ain't falling. That's just the way it is. He's just hot right now.
Come on, honey. The boy nice. His shooting skills is phenomenal.
Good. That's what's up.
If you just look at the trade, get that out of here.
That's the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
Oh, good. It was like you fattened him up so he could trade that hell out.
Shit, the Sixers are smart. That's what they're gonna do.
Oh, goodness. If that's a devil Murray, he diabolical. Like, young man, real good. Now, I'll tell you right now, if he trade him, the fans gonna be pissed because they love this dude, man. They love this ball.
So what? I mean,
They better bring somebody that's gonna help the team.
Fans ain't gonna love him once he start missing. So I ain't worried about that.
He's good.
I mean,
Get out of here, man.
all right, bro. I get on you. So anyway, there y'all have it, man. A little bit of Philadelphia Eagles content. Said we got tomorrow. Didn't give my official score prediction. I think it's going to be a tough game. The Philadelphia Eagles will probably start off a little slow, as they have been starting off. We're talking about on the road against a team that really needs to win, but gets to get a nice defensive line. I think the Eagles can handle their line, but sometimes, man, I know Devontae Smith isn't playing, so I don't know who we're going to insert, just John Dotson, or will it be Johnny Wilson? I'm assuming it might be Johnny Wilson because they might want to keep Jahan Dotson in the slot. I expect a big game for Dallas Goedert and Calcaterra if he's there. Maybe we will involve Saquon Barkley a little bit more in the pass game, or maybe AJ Brown just goes crazy. Whatever the case may be, there's a couple of options on this team. So what I do predict is probably a nice game for Saquon Barkley. Nice game for AJ Brown. Jalen Hurts will eclipse 300 yards this game, I think, passing. Dallas Goedert may have the most yards and catches actually, because if the Rams' vulnerability is in the middle of the field, their linebackers are young, inexperienced. I don't know if they're great play recognition guys, so I think we should be able to get a lot going over that middle to Goddard, to Saquon, to I don't know if we're going to move AJ around, use him in the middle. I think there's a lot of opportunity there. The Rams are like 20th in the league against the run. That is not good against the Philadelphia Eagles. So, let's just say I think we win it, But I got this feeling that this will be the first time we see Quinyon Mitchell struggle. And it's not because he has a physical limitation that makes it difficult for him to stick into these guys, but because of McVay and his usage of misdirection and motion, I think may be able to trick the young fella up on a play or two. There may be a missed assignment, something like that calls into question, his ability to read. But so far, the kid has been excellent at that. One of the best reasons the Eagles defense is what it is right now is because of the play of the linebackers. Zach Bond, we see Zach Bond all over the place. He's one of those long linebackers that has good speed, very good tackler in the open field, who is good at playing the pass. We've seen that. But also Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean is the extension of the coach out there. A lot of people wonder, question whether or not he really beat out Derek White. And I think it's clear when you see the way Nakobe Dean has played this year that he just outplayed Derek White. And the main reason is Nakobe Dean is elite at recognizing run and pass formation. He's excellent at it. And for those who want to see where I've gotten this from, ESPN's Mina Kimes and Dominic Foxworthy actually covered this on their podcast where they were speaking about Nakobe Dean specifically and how elite he is at recognizing whether or not a play is going to be a run or a pass. This enables him to already start working. What Foxworth had recognized was that there were plays where the offense, hikes the ball, and Nakobe Dean is immediately, just stuffing the hole because he knows he can foresee that they're going to run right there. There were a lot of instances where Nakobe does that, and this is what made him special at Georgia. He had gotten the Dick Butkus Award as the most outstanding linebacker in the nation, and we're starting to see that. And apparently, it impressed Vic Fangio greatly. Gave him that mic position, man, over the guy we had just gotten from Tampa Bay that we cut, Devin White. So that's what I'm interested in seeing, man, and the continued growth of Nakobe Dean to go along with that secondary, man. So my prediction: Philadelphia Eagles will win a tough one, 34-26. How does 26 work, right? You got to get some field goals in there. 34-26. So without no further ado, man, thanks for coming out. Please hit like, subscribe if you are not subscribed to our content here. So get on y'all later. Peace out.